Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for makeup bag week number 9. Basically every week I rotate old and new products to really test out for a full 7 days, come back here every week to find out what I think about them with in-depth reviews and swatches of the previous week's products and see what is coming up for the next week. So you guys really love this series. I love hearing from you guys that it has helped motivate and inspire you to rotate your own makeup collection. Clearly I have a lot of makeup because I am on YouTube and I've been doing it for a few years now. So this really helps me rediscover products that I kind of just forgot about, and you know, it's really interesting to see how my tastes have changed, especially as makeup products improve and the technology gets better and better out there. Sometimes not always, but I feel like when I first started, there's products that I loved and I still love, and then there were products that I thought were great and I like revisit them and I'm like, oh, this has gotta go. So it kind of just helps me rotate my makeup, really give the chance for new products as well, and give you guys really good, fun, in-depth reviews. So I hope you guys enjoy. This week, as promised, I'm also inserting clips of me using the products as I get ready with my Ultra HD vlog camera, so there's no filter over that, there's no lighting, it's just natural light. So you can see how it applies on my actual face in natural light with super HD. Anyways, I'm a little flustered. Life has been a little bit crazy, things I share and don't share with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and see what I thought of last week. Okay, let's just start off with the product. I didn't even bother showing you guys on camera how I apply it because I didn't really like it. Now, I have really dry skin right now. It's normally combination dry and I'm still oily on my T-zone, but this last week has been so dry that you can see flakes of skin. I've exfoliated, I've used hydrating masks, I use all of my tricks. It's just that time of the year in California where it's so hot and dry that there's nothing I can do. It's just gonna happen, and I cannot get along with this product. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation. I'm in the shade 4.5. This did not work for me as a powder foundation. This did not work for me as a setting powder. It just accentuated every bit of dryness, and as I tried to touch it up, it would actually like make my foundation cake, and then it would like dry up in weird patches. Now, to be fair, my skin is not doing really well with any sort of powder currently, and I've had to only wear my DMK foundation because it's the only one kind of like rehydrating it and keeping it from completely going crazy. It's just not worth the price for me. It's just not a great finish for me right now. I feel like it's not really fair for it. So even though I hated it this week, I'm going to keep it around and revisit it in a few months when my skin is more normal. So if you have really flaky dry skin, you're not gonna love this. I can tell you that immediately. But if you have combination dry oily like I normally do, I'll update you guys. I'll try it out in a different time and I'll update you guys. Now, what I really loved this week is this Peak Beauty Brow Stain. It's a powder but a stain at the same time, and it comes with 2 shades so you can make your perfect little mix of powders. I really have been enjoying this because it's really easy to use. You guys know I love a brow powder. My Anastasia Beverly Hills one is my go-to. So this one I feel like lasts a little bit longer than the Anastasia one. Remember, I am dry, and for the most part, I don't have issues with my brows falling off unless I wipe my face or like scratch my eyebrow. The Anastasia one does last pretty much all day for me. I do set it with my Boy Brow from Glossier, and I did get a couple comments asking me about that. So this one might be a better option for you if the Anastasia one doesn't last as long for you. Now, obviously a brow pomade is going to last a lot longer than any brow powders, but this one has a stain to it. It's all natural. I believe it's also vegan. It is cruelty free. I love the packaging. It's really slim and easy. It slides on, slides off. I think you get a lot of product. It's pretty reasonably priced for what you're getting, and it is an indie brand, so I always love supporting an indie brand that creates quality products. So what I found, it not only lasting a little bit longer and not fading throughout the day, was that when I was removing my makeup, I actually had to go in and massage the product to remove the brow stain, which I find really nice because that means it's got more staying power if I were to sweat more, if I was to work out, or if it was more humid. I think the showstopper of this last week's Makeup Bag Monday, the Jouer Essentials Matte and Shimmer Eyeshadow Palette. This was highly anticipated. It's launching this week, I believe on Tuesday, October 4th. So make sure you get your hands on it. They will sell out. I'm telling you guys now, the highlight's already sold out. So if you want this palette, get it while it's available. I do have a discount code that is an affiliate code, so I do make a little commission off of that. You don't have to use it, but if you want to use my discount code, it is 15% off, and it's always linked in the description box. It's just my first name, Serein, 15, and that's 15% off of all Jouer products on the Jouer website. So if you buy Jouer products elsewhere, that code's not going to work. Now, in terms of quality, in terms of pigmentation, in terms of longevity and blendability, this gets a 10 out of 10 across the board. My only complaint about this palette is I wish there was a warm golden shimmery shade. And that's for me. My personal preference for an everyday go-to makeup look on my eyes is to have a warm golden shimmer all over the lid. So that's the only thing I feel like is missing from this palette. These have great brow bone, great all over lid shadows to like lay down as a base for all the other colors to pop. They're really buttery, they're really creamy. Shimmer is really, really pretty. The pigmentation is beautiful. It's so rich and creamy, and it's so like a little bit, you can just pull so much color by barely touching it, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful matte and shimmer palette. It is your essentials. Would be good to go, except for me, I would be missing a gold. Now, I have a lot of single shadows that have a gold. I have a lot of eyeshadow sticks with that gold, so I'm good. I don't really have to have it, but you're also getting a really nice sleek packaging and a really nice size mirror. So I really do think Christina did an amazing job curating this palette, and I think most of you guys would be really, really happy with it. I also think it is great for those of you guys who are looking for something that's like an all-in-one matte and shimmers that are high quality, high pigmentation across the board. That's very rare to find for the price point, and I think she did an amazing, amazing job. I absolutely love this palette. I just wish there was a gold, but I'm going to show you guys how I kind of solve that problem. The way I solve that problem is by using these highlights from Jouer. Now, these are currently sold out everywhere. I don't know when they're going to relaunch, but I do know that they are working their hardest to get it back up and available for you guys. So I already talked about Rose Quartz, how this one's a little bit more of a cool toned highlight. Not my cup of tea, but I have found ways to use this on my eyes. I've found ways to use this on the inner corners of my eyes. It's still really pretty. Just personally, I'm not a fan of Rose Quartz as much. Now, Citrine and Topaz are my favorite. So I rubbed Topaz with my ring finger all over the top lid, and that just helps give me a little bit more of a golden shimmer on my lids to open up my eyes a little bit more for you guys, and for me, like how I like to do my eye makeup. So you can definitely fix that with a highlight. And now, talking about the highlights, I love Topaz. At first I thought, oh, Topaz might be a little bit too golden for me, but I've really been loving it. Now, between Topaz and Citrine, I prefer Citrine. If you're only gonna get one, get Citrine. Citrine is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me a lot of the Becca Opal. You guys did ask me about that, and I do think it's very, very similar. However, I like these a little bit more, and the reason I like them a little bit more is, for me, these last longer. Now, it could just be I got better at applying my makeup, but for me, these don't wear off as quickly as the Becca Opals. Now, Becca Opal doesn't really wear off either, but these last even longer on me. I also love how buttery they are and creamy, so they are very similar to the Becca pressed highlights, but I just really love how Citrine looks on me as my highlight, and I show you guys how it applies. I'm wearing that today as well. So gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. I'm not sure how delicate these are. I did travel with these to New York and back, and I didn't have a problem with it. The last product from last week is a pull-out rediscovery from Pure Cosmetics. It is their Glow Together bronzer. This is their giant, giant bronzer. I love this thing. I knew I loved it. I just always kind of forget about it with all the new products coming into my space. So it's really beautiful. I like to swirl a fluffy brush all through all of the shades and then warm up my face with a 3 and an E, and it just adds life to it. You can use this as a blush too. It's a very natural blush if you want to focus on some of the more shimmery shades. You can use it as a highlight blush topper. I kind of use this as all over face warm up plus a little bit on my blush, but I do also go back in with my Marc Jacobs Flesh and Fantasy Air blush and kind of add a little bit more warmth to my face just in that targeted area, and then I do buff everything out. I have really dry skin, like I've said, so I take a clean buffing brush and I buff it in to really kind of make it look a little bit smoother. So I love this bronzer. It's a great bronzer. This one is very fragile, so if you're gonna travel, I don't recommend bringing this with you for traveling wise because I have broken this before. Let's talk about the products for next week that I will be testing out. Everything here is going to be new. So this is one of those makeup bag Mondays where everything is new, but I really wanted to give it a really good try. So the first thing is the Bye Bye Pores Primer. Now IT Cosmetics has officially launched on Sephora.com and certain Sephora locations. Very, very excited about that. Been a fan of IT Cosmetics for years. Love them as a brand, love them as people. So this is their oil-free poreless skin perfecting serum primer. What I love about IT Cosmetics is that they are very skincare focused. All of their products were developed by plastic surgeons and they try to avoid ingredients that are going to cause irritation. A lot of times, even though a chemical is safe, it can cause irritation to sensitive skin. So that's why I really love IT Cosmetics. They have high performance products and I'm very excited about this primer because everybody's been raving about it that I talked to. And from what I can tell, it does it all. So it comes in this beautiful pump. Let me just swatch it real quick because I literally just got it out of the packaging. Ooh, it's like very silky and mattifying, but also hydrating. If that's so bizarre, but I love it. Oh my God, I love this. So it's paraben free, cruelty free, and oil free. So very excited to play with this. Next up is the Pro Sculpting Brow Palette from Makeup Forever. I recently got this in one of my P.O. Box mailings, and I am doing a new in beauty for October with a giant giveaway, so stay tuned, that's coming up this week. Another product from Makeup Forever is their Makeup Forever Artist Shadow number 4. This is gorgeous. Finally, a matte eyeshadow palette from Makeup Forever. I love Makeup Forever Artist Shadows. They are beautiful. You can use them wet or dry. The best single eyeshadow pans out there, and when you get these palettes, I think it's a little bit more affordable. The size are a lot more reasonable. The single palettes are huge, so if you're a makeup artist, that's great, but this is more practical for everyday consumers. Now, going along with that eyeshadow palette, I recently got this eyeshadow palette from Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Essentials eyeshadow set in Blood Roses palette. So this is for their fall collection, and I've never used any Kevyn Aucoin eyeshadows. So I really wanted to play with this, and this has mattes and shimmers, but very satiny shimmers. So I thought it'd be a good complement with some of the mattes from the Makeup Forever. I think this is very sleek, very nice. Can't wait to come up with some makeup looks. I'm also going to be testing out the Diamond Eyeglass from Kevyn Aucoin. This is a dewy eyeglass. It looks like gel to me with glitter in it. I don't know how this is gonna work. We'll see how it works. You're supposed to be able to use it alone or over eyeshadows to give you that glossy eyelid effect. I just don't think that's gonna work very well for every day. I feel like it's a editorial thing that makeup artists use for photo shoots, but I feel like with my eyeshadows, it's just gonna cause a mess. So some more Kevyn Aucoin products. This is exclusive to Space NK, and I am really excited to play with this. It's called the Making Eyes Kit from Kevyn Aucoin and Space NK. So you can get this at your local Space NK or Space NK online, and you get this giant box with the famous eyelash curler. My friend Ivy talks about this eyelash curler all the time. You're gonna get this Expert mascara, which I'm gonna start using because my eyelash extensions have been falling out, and then you get a precision brow pencil, so I'll play with this as well in conjunction with the Makeup Forever Pro Brow Sculpt. I will also be testing out the eye pencil And then there's also another eyeshadow palette in here, very much a smoky eyeshadow palette, and I think it's really, really pretty. They have a lot of beautiful neutral tones. I have a lot of eyeshadows this week, so I will definitely be doing different looks. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. I will try and do some of them live on Facebook Live, and I'll tell you guys through Instagram story or Snapchat story as well, or I'll just do like my makeup looks of the day for you guys there. That's everything I'm going to be testing out for the next week. If you want to see how these products perform and what I think about them with swatches, make sure you check back next week for Makeup Bag Monday number 10. And don't forget to check out all of my other videos for the rest of the week. I upload new videos every Sunday through Thursday, 5 uploads a week, plus a new podcast every Friday. And from now on, podcasts will be filmed and I will have them uploaded as well on YouTube in case you guys wanted to watch the interviews, as well as you can listen to them through podcasts, obviously. It's available on iTunes, Google Play, and directly through Lisbon. All of the information is always linked in the description box below. If you wanted to try out any of these products, I will have all of the products listed in the description box below with clickable links. Please let me know what you've rediscovered by rotating your makeup. Let me know if this has helped you kind of rediscover things that you kind of forgot about or realize things that you needed to just purge after playing with it. I love hearing from you guys in the comment section. I do my best to respond to as many comments as possible in all of my videos. And make sure you are subscribed. I have so many exciting things coming up. I'm teaming up with Ebates. They asked me if I wanted to make a video with them. I'm not being sponsored to make the video, but they are going to provide a $200 gift card to Sephora for one of my for 2 of my viewers. So $100 each. There'll be 2 winners. I'm really excited that they're willing to do that for you guys. And then I also have a collab with Jack. I have a collab with Madison Miller, and Madison and I will be doing a Sephora gift card giveaway for October. Plus I have this giant bag that I'm giving away this week in my new in beauty. So this bag is so heavy. I have so much stuff coming up for you guys. So make sure you're subscribed, follow me on all of my social channels, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Tester Tuesday. Bye!